What happens to their head when they become HOH? It's a game, guys. It's just a game. Guess what? You're going to only be HOH for a little while. Then that's it. You're out. You're back, with the peasants.
I can already see I'm a rule in this kingdom. I think if I can control how they feel, I can control how they think. If I can whoop these all-stars, doesn't that mean I'm the best ever?
I am Russell HANTZ, and this is the Russell HANTZ Show. What's happening, guys? Welcome back. This is my player's performance. You guys know I do it after every episode, after every live episode on Thursday. No, on Friday. Today's Friday. So, yes, after Thursday's episode, I do my player's performance. I'm interested to see how I think about this as I go through the list because it's going to be a spur-of-the-moment type thing. It's crazy. Some people just don't know what's happening. To me, it feels like that it's the opposite of old school and new school. It's like the new school players really don't know how to play Big Brother, opposed to the new school players of Survivor. They're ballers, and that's just how that works. So, okay, I'm going to go through the list exactly how I had it last time. Sorry about any win. I do have a win sock on it, so hopefully that helps. We're going to start with Nicole F. Now, Nicole's whole entire game right now is to get rid of Janelle. Get rid of Janelle. Get rid of Janelle. That's all she wants to do. I think she is, because of that, her mind is mush. Janelle is controlling. She's like, I don't know what show that is, where the guy is inside the brain and controlling. That's Janelle inside Nicole's brain right now, controlling every little thing she does. That's, her gameplay is suffering because of it. Not that Nicole has a wonderful gameplay. It's just she can't focus right now with Janelle in the house. All she wants to do is get rid of Janelle. And that gameplay isn't good. You focus on one thing. You got a lot of things going on around you, girl. Focus on everything else as well. Let's move on to Danny. Danny, I don't have really much to say on right now because she really, when it comes to the what they show us editing, she doesn't get much of any kind of airtime whatsoever without saying, watching the live feeds or saying some spoilers or something like that, which I don't want to do on this show. You really don't know what Danny's doing. We don't know. So she's definitely laying low. She's very talkative. I know she talks over people on the live feeds, and they were concerned with that. They kept talking about that, how they can't get a word in edgewise with her. So maybe that is good for her. I don't think it's bad. It's just how she is. Let's go ahead and move to the next one, and that's Devon. Man, you guys seen it. Look, I get it. I understand Devon's way of thinking, how she said that David looks like me. I'm not going to vote him out. Well, guess what, Devon? David will vote you out. You're in a game for $500,000. The thing is with this game, you got to do like kind of what Dan says. Take that heart out, leave it at the door. Go play. When you go in there with emotion and you go in there with a certain aspect, I guarantee you she said this before she went into the house. I'm not going to vote anybody out that looks like me. She said that to us. So when you go in there, you need to play the game. Because I guarantee you, David will vote you out. She goes up to David. She tries to talk to him. He doesn't even want to talk to her. Matter of fact, he tells her to calm down. When do you tell a woman to calm down? Never. That's when. Ever. Because it will always get you in trouble. She still goes with her plan. David isn't going to be part of her alliance. It's going to be a sad day when David is one of the reasons she goes home. You cannot go in there with your heart on your sleeve. You take it off your sleeve, you put it at the door like Dan says you got to do. It's just, I get it. Like I said, I get it, but it's terrible gameplay. It's not gameplay. It's playing with your emotions. That's all that is. All right, let's move on to Christmas. Now, I think Christmas is in an amazing spot. She's not really doing that much, but everybody is aligning with her, and it looks like she's in a good position at this point. The people that might gun for her, they're dwindling down. So when it comes time to gun for people, the big boys, they're going to be shooting at each other. I think Christmas is sitting in a pretty spot right now, and I have a feeling she's going to go pretty far. Even though when she does, I think she'll do well in challenges. I think she's going to be a beast, a comp beast. But, guys, why did they take the cups, the beer things, and run all the way across the end, put it one down, one to the second to last one, put that one down, and, like, what are they doing? First of all, you grab with your left hand or whatever dominant hand you are, you keep that hand available for only one. You grab two of them with your left hand, since I'm right-handed. You grab one with your right hand. You run to the thing. You don't set them down. You push, and you have the two in your hand. You don't lose any time setting them down. You push. You go to the next one. Same thing. You grab it. You push. You go to the last one. I mean, I'll drop my list. So it goes a lot smoother that way and faster. Maybe us survivors do things differently, but I didn't understand Christmas running all the way to the end. A couple of people did that. I think Devon did that too. But we're talking about players' performances. I think her performance is solid. My phone cut off. It's getting too hot out here. That may happen again. I don't know. So Christmas, yes, I think she's playing solid. Right now, it's a little early still, so we'll see how that goes. Now, Tyler is, he has an alliance with just about everybody in the house for the final two. If Tyler makes it to the end, the same exact thing is going to happen to Tyler. I guarantee that. He will not win the game because he's lying to everyone, even though those people are coming up to him. Now, he puts himself in a position where he has to nominate two people. Why? He wasn't in any trouble. Why did they do that? Because they want to show that they can win comps? Tyler, we know you can win comps. We get it. You trying to show us that you're athletic and pushing beer cups across the bar table? Okay. We know you can do that. Why win? He didn't have to win. He wins anyway. So I think that's bad for his gameplay. But we'll see. Last week I said that Memphis was going to nominate. Who did I say? I said Nicole and Ian, but Ian was safe, so he moved it to David. So let's see if I'm right this time. I think that Tyler's going to nominate. What is wrong? Janelle and Kaysar. Last night I had a little baby. I'm gonna name him Steve. That's why I can't think today. I was in pain yesterday. I was passing a kidney stone. Yes. And it was a little baby. We'll name him Steve. Okay. We'll move on. You don't want to hear them details. All right. Guys, we'll move on to Ian. Ian's in the same position Christmas did. And Ian hasn't done anything different from last week. So there's not much to say about Ian. Ian's playing Ian right now. Ain't playing any different, just playing the same game. All right, let's move on before my phone shuts off again. I don't even have my... See, I usually put that on it, but I'll put that on it. So you'll better hear the difference in the sound, just in case it gets windy. It's not on it. Oh, man, come on, hurry up. It is on it. I don't know if it made any difference, but it's on it. Yeah, that's Ian playing the same. Kevin, staying loyal to his alliance, voting to keep Nicole in the house. He did not go with the majority. I think that's how he plays. He's a loyal guy. I'd like to play with someone like Kevin. Kevin seems like he's super loyal no matter what. So I would gravitate to that type of thing because that's the type of people I like to play with, the loyal type. So, yeah, we don't know much. Just like Enzo. Do we know much about Enzo right now? Everybody loves Enzo. You know, who's going to put up Enzo at this point? Just saying. Enzo, why would he win an HOH? Like Tyler did it. Why would Enzo do it? To immediately put a target on his forehead? Because that's what that does when you win that. When you know you're not going home, you know you're not in trouble, and you win an HOH. Tyler did that. All right, let's move on to Janelle. Janelle is loved by the masses. Everybody loves Janelle. You know what? I'm going to give my Russell crown to Janelle this week. I'm not going to give it to Tyler for winning HOH because I think that was dumb. Janelle is a beast when it comes to strategic thinking. The girl knows what's going on in that house. She gets it. I think that if she gets herself on the block, she'll somehow get her way out of it, win HOH, and put a plan together. She's the type of person that if she wins HOH, she's going to get it planned together. It's going to happen. So, but, man, I watch her. She reminds me of myself, how she plays strategically. She's so keen in what's happening. She can look in someone's eyes and know who they're aligned with. Kind of like Kaysar. Those two they're tight. You know, they're two strategic beasts, and that's why they're so feared right now. But is she good enough to stay in the house? So playing with all these new schoolers, man, Memphis made a huge mistake getting rid of Nicole. At the end of the day, Nicole would have been part of Memphis's gang. You know, that's just, we can talk about him like I keep saying before we get to him. Yeah, so Janelle, she's playing an amazing strategic game. Let's see if she can save herself. I think she may be getting put on the block. So we'll see how far it goes from there. Bayleigh. Bayleigh still same old Bayleigh. Not same old Bayleigh. Same old Bayleigh's. We don't want to see same old Bayleigh. We seen that on the challenge. We seen that last when she played Big Brother. So same old Bayleigh is no, please, no same old Bayleigh. Keep it this Bayleigh. This Bayleigh we like. This Bayleigh can go very far in the house. I don't think this Bayleigh is going to put up with Dave's stuff. You know, regardless. I think she may be playing gameplay. She went in that house to win $500,000, regardless of who looks like her. So I think that Bayleigh's sitting pretty. I think Bayleigh's sitting prettier than Devon. Last time I had Devon in a good spot. I don't like the way her mind is at this point. So I think Bayleigh is sitting in a good spot. So we'll see what happens with her. Nicole A. Yeah, terrible gameplay. Terrible. New schoolers suck. She goes, yes, paranoia is a thing. At least she tried to campaign, right? David didn't even try. David was telling people, stop. All right, we'll talk about David while we're talking about David. Yeah, David, he wasn't playing, and he's safe. I mean, like I always say, there's a fine line between campaigning super hard and not doing anything. David really didn't do anything to stay. Nicole was going crazy, going all over the place, talking about Janelle and Kaysar, how she's going to gun for them when that was the only two campaigning for her. It's crazy how when paranoia sits in, then you can't even control your own mind. And that was, Nicole A. She sucks at the game. She was fan favorite, last season. She went from hero to zero just like that. So, all right, let's talk about Kaysar. Now, he seems like he's in the same predicament as Janelle, because he is. They're super strategic players. That's why they're gunning for them, too. Kaysar seems like a super nice guy, though. Last time I said that, he controls their mind. He's like a musician. And he controls their mind like that. But he seems like a really nice guy. I like to see them two go further. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Looks like they're going to split them up. We'll see what happens. Which one's going to go first. Even if Tyler nominates them two, which we don't know at this point. I think he's going to, though. It's his best move. All right, Cody. Cody's playing the same game from last week. That's what's good about doing these players' performance. Game change can change from week to week, but Cody's playing the same game. He's still in a solid position. I don't think Cody's in trouble right now. I think it's going to be a while before he's in trouble. So he's sitting pretty. Okay, last one, last but not least, Memphis. Memphis is playing a crazy game. It's not a good game. You know, he's the one that put this alliance together. He went along the house, he grabbed them, he put them together one-on-one, like cell phone calling. I don't know what he was talking about, but yes, one-on-one, he put them all together, and he had the opportunity to solidify this alliance to something extremely strong. Now, he went and said, buddy, you, something like, paraphrase it, of course, you know, you're sitting at the big boy table now, or something like that. Didn't say the big boy, because that's the controversy. Did he say call him boy, or did he call him buddy? He called him buddy. He said, buddy, you know, now you with All-Stars. Now, in other words, let's see what you can do. Everybody gets in an uproar because of that. Gets all pissed. I don't think that's fair, because you can remember Boston Rob telling me, welcome to the big leagues. I mean, same situation. I was a new player. Welcome to the big leagues. Here we go. But I was the type of player that I'll turn it around on you. I'll get you out instead. David's not that type of player. He doesn't seem like he's good at this game. So, but Memphis, he's trying too hard. And boy, did he get cocky getting HOH. What happens to people's head? What happens to their head when they become HOH? It's a game, guys. It's just a game. Guess what? You're going to only be HOH for a little while. Then that's it. You're out. You're back, you know, with the peasants. They act like they're royalty when they're HOH, and then, like, nothing's going to touch them. Use that HOH spot to get you further in the game. I don't even think I would sleep in the HOH house. I would sleep with the peasants. I'm trying to play a game for $500,000. So why do you act so arrogant? Now, I agree that Memphis is an asshole. I just don't think he's, you know, prejudiced, because I think that's the route that everybody was going with that. He's definitely an asshole, and he, you know, he's the kind of guy, you know, with sticks his chest out when he walks, peacock feathers all over the place, you know, showing himself. It's not attractive. It's just not. I mean, who thinks that it is? So the way he's playing, I don't get it. You know, big bad boy. Let's see what he does now. He's not HOH. He doesn't have any control. I bet you he calms down a little bit. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. We're finally moving up with our subscriptions. We started dropping a little bit from the people that don't watch Survivor, the Big Brother people. The Survivor people that don't watch Big Brother. They started leaving the channel. Now we're starting to gather some Big Brother people. So I appreciate that. If you're a big fan of Big Brother or Survivor or just Big Brother, then, you know, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can see when these drop. Hit that like button. And appreciate you guys for watching. And that's all I got for you. Until next week, keep hope alive.
I can control how they think. If I can whoop these All-Stars, doesn't that mean I'm the best ever?
I'm Russell HANTZ, and this is the Russell HANTZ Show.